Hey guys, welcome to a new video in our Rainmeter series. So this time we'll go ahead and write our first own little skin. That's going to be a Hello World skin, pretty basic, nothing fancy, but yeah, a full working skin that you wrote yourself. So let's start off with a little bit about the themes and skins and where you have to put your files and all that stuff. So here we have the theme folder, or skins folder it is actually called, even though they're kind of themes, in Rainmeter. If you've installed a portable version of Rainmeter, it would be in the Rainmeter installation directory. If not, it would be on your C drive, users, your username, in my case Dark Phantom, my documents, and then there is a Rainmeter section, and then there's a skins folder, and there we go. So let's create a new folder, new theme, which would be YouTube tutorial. Okay, and in here we'll create another folder with the skin name. Now you could just put the ini file in here, it will still work, but since we have skins and then we have variants, it would be kind of sensible to just put a new folder in there. So we'll call that Hello World. And in here, we'll create our skin. So I'm using the Sublime editor. By the way, if you do not know anything about Rainmeter or what I'm talking about here and have no idea what the Sublime editor is, go back and watch the previous videos that I made. So it's all explained there. Okay, so let's start. And normally, typically, you would start with the Rainmeter section. So Rainmeter. Now, always these brackets here always indicate that a new section is starting, and section normally goes either till the end of the document or till the next section starts. So Rainmeter and metadata are two special sections that I'll cover in the next tutorial. For right now, just go with Rainmeter, and also you notice that there's like no highlighting. So just go to View, Syntax, and put it to Rainmeter. And there you go, it's highlighted. Okay. So, first thing in our Rainmeter section is, first and only thing is update. Now, the default value is 1000. Update basically says how often Rainmeter should redraw that skin measured in milliseconds. So 1000 milliseconds, it would redraw the skin every second. Now, we're only going to display one string, hello world, and that's not going to change over time, so let's just go with -1. -1 has the effect that it's only going to be drawn when you load it or refresh it, and that's pretty much all we need. We don't need anything more. Okay, so now this would be a skin, but if you would save it as an ini file and load it through Rainmeter, Rainmeter would tell you, that's not valid. I have no meter to display. So next question, what's a meter? Well, a meter is something Rainmeter can actually display. So there's different types. There's bars or graphs or strings or whatever. We'll get into those in future tutorials, of course. For right now, we'll just go with a string meter. Now, it is not mandatory, but for me, I normally do it. I say meter first. I call the section meter because there's also measurements and variables, and just so you kind of keep track and know right away, oh, that's a meter. I put meter in front of it. And then my string, because I want to display a string. That's the only thing, so yeah. Now, the first option is meter equals string. Should be pretty self-explanatory. It's a meter, and we want to display a string. Now, if you would want to have a graph or a bar, you would not go with string, but graph or bar. And for the string meter, the most important option is text. So what string do we have? You know, what should display? And we'll put hello world. All right, that's pretty much it. That's a fully functional working skin. And let's go ahead, save that, and load it. So save as. Here we are in YouTube tutorial hello world. So this is where you want to save it. Put that to all files and let's call it hello world. Make sure that the extension is ini, so any, because that's what Rainmeter is looking for. And save it. Now we see it's here, and let's just minimize that. Now it's not shown here because that thing is not updating itself. You have to click refresh all. It will refresh all your skins that you have loaded currently, and it will also refresh its whole skin folder. So now we have the YouTube tutorial, and we have the hello world. And in here we have the hello world ini loaded. Do it by double click if you want to. And interesting. It's at 400. Okay, normally it would be for you guys. It would be at 0, and you don't see anything. Well, you don't see anything, and that took me actually a while. I did it on the Rainmeter website, and it's like, okay, I got a fully working meter somewhere. I cannot find it, but well, 0 indicates it should be on the left upper corner of your screen, and actually it is. Here, hello world. Yeah, black string on a black background, not really good. And so the next two things we want to do is give it a color and make it a little bit bigger because it's too small. So let's go with font color. Font color is 255, 255, 255. Okay, every one of you who knows a little bit about colors knows that's an RGB value. Also, you can go with an alpha value as well. I normally leave it at default. Default would be 255 for the alpha. You can also go and do a hex value, so FFFFFF. There you go. And another FF, and you got the alpha as well. Anyways, just go with that. And font size, let's give it 25. That should be decent. Okay, save it. And it's not going to update itself, so you'll have to go and refresh the skin. You can either do it here or try to right click that thingy up here, but let's just do it over here. Okay, there you go, hello world. Now you can clearly see it. Drag and drop, put it wherever you want to, and that's essentially it. That's the first working, very basic skin you have. And that's also our first tutorial. So next time, we'll get into the Rainmeter section here, what you can do here, and also the metadata section, what you can specify there. And afterwards, after that, I think on doing more options about the meter, the string meter, sorry. And then probably go into measurements and variables a little bit. I'm not quite sure how I'll structure it, but something like that, because it's kind of boring to have just one string, So, alright, thank you for watching, and like the video if you liked it, dislike if you did not like it. Still, please leave comments. Tell me what you want to see on future tutorials, or what I could improve upon, or you can also just thank me. It's always nice to read thankful comments. All right, so see you guys.